March, more than 70 people have gotten sick from E. coli in 5 states, including here in Georgia. The CDC says 8 people have been hospitalized so far. Now it's working with the Food and Drug Administration to try to pinpoint the source, but they haven't figured out what a specific food it may be, a grocery store, or maybe even a restaurant chain.
Developments in that major measles outbreak. Health officials have now identified patient 0, who brought the virus to Michigan. The man visiting from New York did not know he was infected and spread measles to dozens of people. Lindsay Davis is here with those details. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, Robin. Communities across the country are taking drastic measures. Rockland County, New York, for example, is now threatening a $2,000 daily fine for anyone infected with or exposed to measles who enters a public area. Just one attempt to try to stop this measles outbreak, which has now raged for several months.
This morning, health officials in Michigan say they've found their patient 0, the man who they say spread the measles virus to dozens of people. According to the Washington Post, health officials say the unidentified man came to the U.S. from Israel last fall, contracting measles sometime during his stay in New York. Then last month, he drove from New York to Michigan, experiencing symptoms along the way. He saw a doctor who initially misdiagnosed him with bronchitis. Within 2 weeks, he'd infected 39 people in the Detroit area before officials tracked him down. The head of Oakland County's emergency services telling the Washington Post he put his head down and was very emotional. I could tell from the look on his face that he was devastated. He was doing the math in his head, counting all the people he'd been in contact with. Those sickened are now part of a nationwide outbreak that's infected 555 people across 20 states from coast to coast.
CBS 4 News Health Alert. The hepatitis outbreak in the state of Florida is growing. The State Department of Health reports there are at least 811 cases this year, topping the nearly 550 cases reported in all of last year. The majority of the outbreak is concentrated in the Tampa Bay area right now. Hepatitis A is a contagious liver disease that you can get. You have to be vaccinated against.
Sick at sea. Tonight we're learning a Florida-based U.S. warship has been quarantined out at sea for more than 2 months because of a rare viral outbreak. Nightside reporter Josh Sidorowicz has been looking into this for us. Josh, this is an infection of some sort, right?
Yeah, but the military at this point, Katie, only saying that these sailors and Marines on board the USS Fort McHenry have something called parotitis. Well, what in the heck is that? Well, it is when the glands in the back of your throat, they swell up. It's a viral infection that can be caused by many different viruses, including mumps. You get a fever, you feel dehydrated. The Navy says out of the 703 service members on board, 25 of them have been diagnosed. The outbreak started just before Christmas, forcing the quarantine. Service members were treated right in the ship's medical facilities. They had common areas that were scrubbed down. They disinfected them. Now, the good news is there have been no new cases reported since February 27th, which this infectious disease expert you're about to hear from says is a good indication the ship should be able to return to Florida for the first time in months.
They have been quarantined long enough that the possibility of them spreading the virus to others is very low.
Now, we know the 24 of the infected service members, they have made a full recovery. There is one still getting treatment, but should be fine. The Navy says none ever had life-threatening conditions. However, right now, the military is not saying when the crew might be cleared to make a port call to the Mayport base in Jacksonville.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it? Verse 7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants the prophets. Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahushai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Wakakwedash. Double honors to the apostle, great millstone, who ruled well and taught us this truth. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai's sake. My brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yeah, the reason why I brought the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6 and 7, is from the current events you just watched that I put in post-production, where there is a massive outbreak all throughout the country. Different pestilence and different plagues have hit America, all right? And this is of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, because he's bringing evil to the city for all the wickedness that's going on here. And we hear the prophets of Great Millstone, right, through the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We understand this. Because guess what? Yahweh Shem Yahushai revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets, and we are those prophets. And we're here to tell you that dwell in America, judgment is at hand. And you're going to see more pestilence and more plagues hit your country. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence, right? We are those prophets, all right, coming back. And we're here to tell you, America, Babylon, your judgment. That's why you're seeing all these outbreaks happening, all right, on all levels, all right? Shouldn't that concern you that dwell here in Babylon, America, all right? Why all these multiple outbreaks happening at the same time, you know? But guess what? A lot of y'all just, you know, going on, got your head in the clouds, and you're not understanding the times that you're living in. So guess what? More judgment is coming because America will be judged, right? This is just the beginning. 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 5. Oh, Slovakia. Right here. 2nd Esdras 16, verse 5. Plagues are sent unto you. What is he that may drive them away? Right. None of your vaccines, none of your supposed cures is going to stop these plagues, all right? Here it is, all right? You had your military troops, all right? Your Navy, your sailors being quarantined, all right? And everyone in the military has to take vaccines, all right? There is no getting out of it. And yet they still got hit with mumps, all right? It goes to show you that these plagues are sent, okay, by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and there's no way you can drive them away. All right, none of your vaccines, all right, none of your supposed cures, all right? This is judgment. 2nd Esdras, (15) and 10, starting at 10. Behold, my people is led. Let me get down here, excuse me. 2nd Esdras 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Right. And so our people are suffering in this place, which is spiritually known as Egypt. All right. And the Lord sees it. That's why the Lord is bringing the plagues, okay, into this land. All right. Because the only ones that are not going to get affected by these plagues are the elect. The ones that believe on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The ones, all right, that are suffering, all right, that are crying day in and day out for the abominations that be done. All right? They're not going to get affected by these plagues. But you heathens that are dwelling here in America, starting with you Edomites, you so-called white people, as well as you 2/3, you're going to get it. Verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before and will destroy all the land thereof. Right? So just like how the Lord smited Egypt, okay, during the time of Moses with the plagues, he's doing it again, all right? So you so-called Christians, what Bible are you reading? The God of the Bible, okay, is not the author of confusion, all right? He judges nations. He brings evil to nations that are off and wicked. And you Christians are wicked, man. Christianity is a wicked religion based on its foundation is based on death, robbery, destruction. All right? And now you acting like, oh, the God of the Bible is dealing with you. No, he's bringing plagues onto Egypt, man. All right? Because you worship Egypt. All right? That's why you were participating in these in Easter, these pagan holidays, man. All right? You participate in all these pagan holidays, all these holidays that if you go back, they either go back to Egypt or they go back to Babylon, ancient Babylon, or they go back to Rome, so on and so forth. Okay? That's why the Lord's bringing the plague. That's why he's bringing more measles, more E. coli, all right? More mumps, all right, to a city near you. And and there's been reports that Ebola is stirring up in Africa. Get ready. Ebola is coming back in a big way. And I will destroy, so back to 2 Esdras 15 and 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before and destroy all the land thereof. Right. And that's what the Lord is doing, man. All right. He's getting y'all. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel 7 and 15. The sword is without, and the pestilence and famine within. Right. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. Right. And hey, those major outbreaks are breaking out, okay, in major cities. All right. You have that hepatitis A in Tampa. Okay. That's a major city. Okay. All right. You got food bacteria on the food, which is from feces, man, which is going to cause, okay, hunger. All right. Because, hey, if they can't stop this, it's only going to intensify, man. And they can't stop it because the Lord's bringing the plague. So, hey, let me retract that statement. Y'all not gonna be able to stop it, man. You're gonna have famine in the cities. All right, you're gonna have pestilence in the cities, and that's just what it is, man. It's judgment. And if you can't see it, all right, and that's just talking to our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, all right, you ain't gonna make it. You're gonna die along with the heathen, all right. 2 Esdras, back to 2 Esdras 15 and 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. So it's of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He's the one that's orchestrating all of this. That's why you must respect the God of the Bible. You must fear the God of the Bible. And if you don't fear the God of the Bible, you're going to partake in those plagues that he's going to put upon you. Widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste your house with destruction and death. Just like he did in Egypt, in ancient Egypt, which he's doing now again in spiritual Egypt, which is Babylon, America. Okay? This book is real. This is not a time to be playing. You shouldn't be playing games with the God of the Bible. All right, you should fear him. All right, that's why you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, a lot of you are going to die in these last days. All right, because you don't want to repent. And you heathens, all right, the Lord's just jacking you up because you ain't shit anyway, and you just got to get your judgment. All right, especially you Edomites, you so-called white people. All right, you ain't shit. The Lord's breaking your whole philosophy down, bringing your scientists down. All right, your scientists ain't got no answer, man. Your scientists ain't got no goddamn answer why this is all happening. Multiple outbreaks, all at the same time. Psalm 78, verse 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. Right. This is in the book of Psalms. It's just giving an account what happened in ancient Egypt. This is exactly what the Lord is doing here in Babylon. All right. He's sending these angels out, these evil angels out to push out these plagues, man. Because of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Verse 50. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to pestilence. Right, man. And that's what he's doing, giving your life over to pestilence. And you're going to see more outbreaks, more people be put to death, more people be sick going to the hospital. We're living in the last days. All right? This is for you so-called Christians dwelling here in America. All right, this scripture is for you. Why is America getting judged? Why is America catching all these pestilence and plagues? Revelation 22:18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, Yahweh shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. So what did you add, you so-called Christians? All right? What did you push out, okay, that was contrary to this book? And you added to the scriptures. You said that who the world ignorantly calls Jesus is a so-called white man. All right? You said that, okay, the God of the Bible loves everyone, that everybody can be saved. Okay? You said, all right, that God is blessing America, okay? And this country was founded on so-called Christianity, which is a lie. It was founded on secret societies, Freemasons, all right? And they used Christianity as a tool to just force slavery upon our people, all right? So you added to these books, and that's why you got the plagues, all right? You're saying that, okay, that the so-called Jewish Israeli over there in our homeland are the true biblical Hebrews, which is a lie. You're adding to this book, and that's why you're catching these plagues. Verse 19, if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, Yahweh shall take away his part out of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book. Right? Oh, and that proves Christianity is not the way, because what book did they take out? The Apocrypha. All right? So, hey, you so-called Christians, you ain't making it, man. All right? The God of the Bible is not dealing with Christianity. In fact, he's at war with Christianity, and he's using us, his prophets, to break down your strongholds. All right? And it's only going to intensify. America's getting their judgment, and there's nothing you can fucking do about it. Last one. All right? Because this is in the Levitical laws. Leviticus 26 and 21. Last one to slice up Christianity, man. All right? Leviticus 26 and 21. If you walk contrary unto me and will not hearken unto me, I will bring 7 times more plagues upon you according to your sins. Right? And this is to the children of Israel. All right? And you so-called Christian, you claim to be believers of this Bible. Guess what? You're not hearkening unto the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Al-Shai. That's why he's bringing plagues. 7 more plagues. That's why you're having outbreaks on multiple levels. All right? The game is up. The game is up. The jig is up. Okay? The game is over. All right? Christianity is being exposed. All right? And America, you're going to have to eat it. You're going to eat these pestilence. All right? And more is coming. And get ready for World War III, you maggots. And with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Okar Kodash. Double honors to the apostle, great millstone, who well taught us this truth. And salutation to the Akim out there, pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the 4 corners of the earth, and risking their life to do so for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith. And with that, shalom. And abad babal.